not forgotten. Yeah. When it's time to go to sleep and you try your best to keep yourself from falling apart, there's no need to fear, because I'm already here, and I'm the one who sees your heart. Yes, I am. I hear you crying for help. Please don't blame yourself. You are not forgotten. No, no. You are not forgotten. Oh, you are not just a face in the crowd. You are not a forgotten child. Let me whisper it loud. I love you. Oh, I love you. You can hold your head up high, 'cause I'll make everything alright. I'm committed to you smiling again. Yeah. And eventually you'll see people similarities. Everyone just needs a friend. Yeah. And when they're crying for help, ooh, you'll be able to tell them. Please tell them for me. You are not forgotten. You are not forgotten. Things are gonna get much better. To remember, you are not forgotten. You're gonna smile again. You're gonna smile. You are not forgotten. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You are not forgotten. You are not. You are not forgotten. Don't forget, you are not forgotten. Oh, 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 oh. You are precious to me. I'm the one who sees your heart. You are not forgotten. You are precious to me. I'm the one who sees your heart. You are not forgotten. No, no, no. Just remember, you are not forgotten. Yeah, yeah. You are not forgotten.
Come on, put your hands together tonight. Come on. I need the praisers to make some noise. Let everything that hath breath praise the Lord. Say,
Let everything that hath breath praise the Lord.
sound the alarm to our most high God.
Praise the Lord, oh, praise the Lord.
Come on. Praise him for his excellent greatness.
Praise him for his excellent greatness.
With the cymbals and string instruments. Praise the Lord.
Oh, praise the Lord.
Come on, give him some praise for real. Come on.
Praise him, be glorified, Lord, we praise your name.
Just like David will praise in a dance.
Just like David will praise in a dance.
Praise him with lifting and clapping of hands.
Praise
midday show, people, with your host Jobe. Yeah. Logo episode comes in my Christian community radio station 100.3 FM, where hardship and privation bows its knees. Here's a tip for you people. Puzana mans. No, but hi, man. No. No, I suppose I'm man's. Hi. I get cheese out there, and it's good for you. It's good for you. Drink water. You can correct me if I'm wrong, but as far as I know, is it like a good 75 to 80% of our body is actually made of water? I mean, did you know that? Even if it's lack to some degree in the man's. Hey, I didn't know this. This was very interesting. But yeah, so water is very important, people. So ngani ama protein akudalena engqondo kuphela. No umzimba ngiyanikaya. Le nje sheshayo. Uphuza nje ivate bafethu. Shaya nje ivate at least thiwa kahle sishaya bama 8 cups a day. Yeah, mara nami ngiyazi 8 cups sometimes enginokushweba blind. Mina to be honest, sometimes nginokuhamba an entire day with just one. But that's not okay. That is not alright. So ngintshela ngoba nami ngiyayitshela. Asiphuze namanzi bafethu. At least ishaye uzame nje ukushaya namafonyana cups. I mean, uyazazi wena ukuphi. If you don't drink water at all, then qala at least ungaphezulu ungaphuza ngamanzi. Abalekile amanzi, ungathi awathanda amanzi, uthanda coke wena or uthandani wena. Amanzi akusinto ukuphuza ngoba uyithanda. Uma uyithanda then awesome. But noma ungayithandi, at the end of the day still ibalekile. Yeah, plus did you know ngiyazi pro tip you dala kwakho yabantu besifazane kuphela, but hey kulo mhlaba esiphila kona nabantu besilisa as well bayathanda ubuya fresh. Amanzi actually help with keeping your skin fresh. Reduces pimples and everything. Like you just look better mawuphuza amanzi. Nami ngathi bangizwa le ngasho okay ngenhlanhla kusijobhejobe boveleke yabo uNkulunkulu amncishanga kakhulu. So but actually water helps reduce a lot of unnecessary things. Sometimes it's vela ngoba you lack all the necessary oxygen oyithola ngamanzi as well, as well as all the scientific stuff that comes from water that your body needs. Mayingayitholi, it ends up affecting your skin. Ends up affecting your skin and your face and everything. So just to put amanzi, you're having a steady dosage of amanzi actually helps keep your face looking better. Yeah, man, your face. Yeah, it keeps your face in check. Okay, keeps your face in check. So stand nathi ngokuthi uzithande nawe. Mawubukeka kahle uthanda ukubuka nathi. Yabo? So inika leshandisa. Sibuze namanzi sonke sibini bahle. Ani? Free tip. Yeah, and it actually helps with bladder associated things as well, It keeps you clean inside. So noma uya toilet kuphuma amanzi clean, anganugi, So nje amanzi asiza ngishandise iningi kakhulu. It doesn't just keep you hydrated, so it doesn't keep you all fresh and with energy. Actually mafuna energy. Mina personally, when I need energy, I just drink some water, But ngabantu asifani ke ngalapho, so it's fine. Uyazazi njani. But water has a whole lot of different type of, I don't want to say nutrients, but I'll say that for now. Nutrients that your body needs, to keep you up to date, man, and flowing, especially in hot weather. I wanna be kusazo shisa. Man, many jokes kuyashisa niyadlala. Kusazo shisa. I mean, when Kogi skinned for the first time in how long on Saturday? I was like, hey boo. Stop is skinned. When last? But ayashisa manje. So guys, drink water, stay hydrated. It doesn't just help keep your energy levels up high, and it doesn't just help you keep lubricated ngaphakathi, but it also helps you in so many different ways. Your face just looks better and you cope with the day better. So you're forever there with all the energy that you require. So sometimes you're only human, so let's not panic. Let's not throw a fit now. It's just it's fine. As soon as ukhumbula phuza amanzi. And one of the tips they gave me now was phatha isigubhu. Shaya isigubhu, phatha 2 liters, thatha 2 liter ukugcwalise nje. Mawukuthi ubuthanda 2 liter coke, thatha 2 liter coke, uclean uwash ube muhle bese ufaka faka amanzi thulitha amanzi bese usifaka emotweni mahamba ngemoto or just carry it around mawukuthi usesipanini sihlale nje lapha esipanini hlala bla amanzi uzokhumbula mawuloku wabuka kanje yabo. And what is that? It's another habit. Habits are right. So that's another good habit that you can start for yourself that will actually keep you very healthy. It'll keep you extremely healthy, you know. And by health, I mean health goes far beyond just how you look, like in terms of body weight, no. You know, ungaba isibutubutu nje sithandekayo ngoba uyabonakala ukuthi no uziphethe kahle, yabo. Ukuthi nje ubusisiwe ngokuba isibutubutu, yabo. Or ube islender sibonakala ukuthi ngoba kulanjwa la ekhaya. Shuthi nje ubusisiwe ngokuba ngalo mzimba onawo, but u well maintained, uphethe kahle, hydrated. Just hydrating alone, it goes a very long way for your body, you know. So yeah, do that for yourself, please. Apparently when I say that angisho kahle, but it's fine. You know, do the right thing. Phuza izinto zakhona eniphathe kahle man, ngiyacela. You know, 2021 uzoba lit. So please, people mustn't stay along the way, you know. Now the 2020 akapheli. Where's October, where's November, where's December? Jesus, God me, help me. So ngidinga abantu be hydrated, be ready. Yabo, ngidinga abantu be hydrated, be ready. So please guys, niphathe kahle, yabo. Ake senginikile tip ye physical. Physical. So I suppose on that note we can jump into, you know, today's topic. But before I do so, if you have any comments, even regarding water, and you have any other information you'd like to share, feel free to do so. Otherwise, if you want to say hi, mshango ni hao, ngichaza likam ni hao, basho kanje ni hao, I think I'm a China sho kanje ni hao, Japanese or Chinese people or both, I wouldn't really know, but yeah, whichever, that's what they say. So if you wanna say hi, you wanna do you. If you have any comments you'd like to add about today's show of any kind, feel free to do so. You know, you can call me 034-314-1033. 034-314-1033. WhatsApp I mean 068-555-1747. WhatsApp 068-555-1747. Text angena lapho as well as your voice notes. You can drop them there as well. I'm live on Facebook, Abseko Christian Radio 100.3 FM. I hope you're having a fantastic time. Hi, ni hao. Y'all are good. It's Chavichavarati. Nabaga YouTube, hi, ni hao. Y'all are good. Chavichavarati. Go AUR 100.3 FM Revolution. That is our YouTube page. Please, guys, subscribe on Facebook. Like. Go Instagram. It's Abseko_Revolution. Go there and follow us there as well, so that you know any content of any kind that drops, you are the first to see it. So please do subscribe. Mas new talento lena, that means more people can actually come onto the show and more people can interact and watch, you know. So that is what we are aiming for, you know. So let's aim high. So please guys, I need you. Let's help each other, help me, help you, and help me, help you, help the world. I said that so nice. I love it. I love it so much. So guys, let's please help each other there. So if you have any comments on Facebook, Abseko Christian Radio 100.3 FM, you can drop your comments there, drop your questions there about today's topic, whichever you'd like to do. Nima options way. You have all the options in the world, so feel free to use each and every one of them. You can call me, WhatsApp me, comment, do it all at the same time. I don't mind, you know. Olav umninga cool langagmina vele anyway. Yeah, so today's topic, people. Today's topic is actually rather simple. Today's topic is, you know, you know, it's actually self-reflection. That's today's topic. It's about self-reflection more than anything. Today's topic is self-reflection. So how do you go about doing self-reflection? Why is it so important to do things like self-reflection? You know, all of that type of question. Self-reflect. Self-reflect. Reflect. You know, it's actually proven to be extremely important to be able to self-reflect. You know, it's one of the most important tools for your life in general. You know, mawkhulu self-reflect. You know, self-reflecting is automatic, in my opinion. You can tell me if I'm wrong, mind. You know, self-reflecting, in my opinion, it's an automatic thing that has always happened. It's just now all I'm doing is I'm making you conscious of it. Ngwenza unaka ukuthi yazi khonto ebizwa nge-self-reflection, and if I can actually use it in a positive manner, it could actually help me. Or rather mangazi ukuthi khona, then ngizokwazi ukuyisebenzisa ngendlela ezongisiza, ezongilapha, rather than ukuthi iqhubeke isebenze nje ngingazi noma iyangilapha noma iyangimosha noma ingiphosela le noma ingifaka ngapha ingikhiphe intweni or ngifake intweni, you know. But it's something you do. Everybody self-reflects. Just to get that out the way. Every single person self-reflects. Ingane encane self-reflects. Tomdala self-reflects. Rich people self-reflect. Poor people self-reflect. People in relationships, they self-reflect. Single people self-reflect. Couples as a whole self-reflect. Everybody in every sphere does it. People in school, people in jobs, people who own businesses. Yeah, the list goes on and on and on. People with real estate, people who do forex. Each and every person in life self-reflects. Black people, white people, women, men. I could keep going. No one does not self-reflect. It's impossible not to self-reflect. But the only thing is, do you notice that you do it? And when you do it in a manner that will help you, or in a manner that will drag you down? I think that's the real topic today. But when you self-reflect, you actually self-reflect ngokwendlela ezokulapha yini, or self-reflect ngokwendlela ezokukhoboza, you know, plain blank simple. Are you doing it in a manner that is just going to drag you down every day? Mawuvuka mele uqale ulwe nawe before uyolwa nomhlaba, because ama self-reflect patterns akho are actually whack. You know, you have no concept of what they do for you when you just self-reflect however you feel. That doesn't work right, you know. In fact, self-reflection and feelings is a deadly combo, that one. Self-reflection and feelings can be a very deadly combo, because the thing about it is, if you self-reflect and you're feeling good about yourself, then it's awesome. Oh my God, it's an amazing experience. Self-reflect and you're feeling awesome, and you know, you just woke up on the right side of bed. When you look at it, when you look at yourself, it's where you just go, oh yeah, look at that handsome face. Look at that beautiful lady. Yeah, but when you're waking up to that side of bed, I mean, that is awesome. And you self-reflect. Oh my God, you just think of all the positive things that have come your way, all the hard things that have come, but you've persevered through, you know. Kumnandi, kulit, happy. But the thing is, the day you wake up on the wrong side and you just wake up and you don't feel the day. You wake up and you don't feel like you're this handsome hunker. Or you wake up and you don't feel like you're this beautiful model, you know. And you wake up and you're just not feeling your body as a lady or as a man. Or you wake up and you're just not feeling all that smart, you know. And then what that does is, when you self-reflect, you're going to self-reflect based on all the mistakes that you've made, unnecessary errors, unforced error. You know, tennis. You know, it's an error whereby no one really made you do this error. It was just unforced. That's what an unforced error is. It's not like the devil put pressure on you. It's not like your parents put pressure on you, or your kids put pressure on you, or your workplace put pressure on you. No, it was just an unprovoked error. You know, you look at all of those errors, and when you look at all of those errors, you use them as a condemnation. What would I call it? I don't want to say tool, but you use them as a reference to condemn yourself even more. You know, you're going to use all those unforced errors. You're going to use forced errors, whereby, yes, your job put pressure on you and you cracked. Your kids put pressure on you and you cracked. Your relationship put pressure on you and you cracked. And every time you look at that crack, it just pisses you off. You know, it just drags you down all the more. Why? Because you're using your feelings as a point of reference when you self-reflect. Oh, that is extremely dangerous. That is why self-reflecting with feelings is extremely dangerous, because it could really go either way. You could wake up today and you feel great, and all you'll do is you'll pump up how great you feel, you know, and you don't really test your character when you do that, or rather you don't really stretch your character when you do that, because you're always is it subjective or objective? I think it's objective. You're always working based on what you have at that moment, you know, and you don't really stretch yourself. So if you're feeling great, you're gonna stretch how great you feel. So if you wake up feeling great and you self-reflect, you're gonna, at the end of your self-reflect session, you're gonna be feeling on top of the moon. awesome. Ekuseni uzobuntanta uthi kuthiwa uzobunyathela ngabantwana mawuhamba, uzobunyathela ngabantwana mawuhamba ntwana. Yabo usoft ntwana kuntofu uhamba phika kwamashmelo. But the moment you wake up on the wrong side of bed, by the end of your self-reflection, you're gonna be below even isikhoko. Uzobuhamba ngaphansi kwazo, uzobuhubuluza phansi kwaso isikhoko wena. Ubushanela kwasikhoko wena phakathi uzobu that low. You know, you started off just below the bed, but after your self-reflection, if you're not feeling the day, thinking of all the negative things that you've ever done and fueling more negative behavior that will self-sabotage your future. Akusadingi no Satan at that point usuke sefaka cruise control empilweni yakho. Akasenzi nix, akusasuyi. So ngamsukela ukuthi uyena akasanyathelanga accelerate ubrazo uyihleleli phansi yakubuka nje uyikhoboza wena. Yabo. So that's why reflecting with emotions can be very I wouldn't advise it personally. You know why? Specifically, it's because, you know, I found a couple of interesting facts regarding self-reflection that I want us to actually speak about, talk about, and actually just, you know, ponder on. You know, like for starters, did you know what umuntu generally has more negative thoughts than positive thoughts, especially an untrained mind, like the average untrained mind towards positive and negative behavior naturally just has about, you know, 50,000 thoughts, and of the 15,000 thoughts, how many of them can be? Maybe to just try and get the accurate number. You know, I'm not 90% of those thoughts are usually repeats of the day before, you know, and most of a good is it 90% as well? If I'm not mistaken, 90% of those thoughts are also negative, you know. Like the average untrained mind nje ingqondo yabo engatrainwanga uthola ukuthi nje you think your mind gravitates more towards negative thoughts just in general. That's how it goes. Yabo. So there's a lot of work that needs to be put in between changing your mind to be more positive rather than more negative. It takes a lot of energy and it takes a lot of number one, conscious decision making. And that's why it also takes a lot of disobeying your feelings to some degree, because the reason why most of your thoughts will gravitate towards negative things is usually associated to how you feel, you know. So if you truly wanna change how you feel, you gotta change the way you see yourself, and you gotta change the way you speak about yourself. You gotta change the way you communicate, you know. You got to change the way you communicate to yourself. So what do I mean by that? Number one, it means you need to be more consistent in the way you khuluma ngayo toward yourself. You know, it shouldn't be based on your feelings. Why is that so important? I mean, if namhlanje I feel great about myself and I tell myself, nigga, you are razzle dazzle, you are amazing, everywhere you go you shine, nigga, tana uyayishubisa nhleke intwana mawuhamba endaweni mama komela kufihle ngoba hayi awumuhle brazo yabo ngibhizi ngiyayincoma, I feel great today, and the next day I wake up, I don't feel great. When I don't feel great, number one, I just mentioned how a large percent of your thoughts actually gravitate towards negative behavior, negative thoughts. So that means shoot that whole day yonke lento engenza ngayizolo ngiyayiphula ngiqala i-negative pattern futhi. And then let's say, and in the course of a week, I have 5 days whereby I think negative, and then 3 days where I think positive. I-weekend yodwa mina ngicabanga kahle ngami. I-weekday yonke mina ngicabanga negative ngami, ngicabanga yabo. So if you really want to change your patterns, you want to change your behavior, you got to change how you speak about yourself, and you got to be more consistent ngokwendlela okhuluma ngayo. So that means going against how you feel about yourself. That means one day you wake up, you feel great, then you tell yourself, I feel great. Awesome. Vele vumelana nawe, your feelings are in check. Ahamselana now. But then real training starts when your feelings doesn't feel like saying I feel great. When your feelings are like, say, your boyfriend doesn't even like you. I mean, Dana, what then kulma nawe? Or your parents don't even like you. Like, when was the last time they did something for you? Or your friends don't even care about you. When was the last time they just checked up on you? You know, you're not that great. Stop lying. Come on. those are the days whereby melu vuke, and actually those are the days where real training actually begins. The days whereby you feel like that, because those are the days where you gotta tell yourself, say, nigga, I'm amazing, and you better get on board with it. I'm amazing. Any friend would be lucky to have me as a friend. You know, I'm amazing. Now I am super smart, street smart, book smart. See, those are the times whereby you actually tell yourself, and that actually starts affecting the rest of your day. And there are so many things. They actually end up what's the right word? Derailing you. Maybe put it that way. They end up derailing you from the way you'd like to feel, or the way you'd like to. I think you'd be asking it the way you'd like to feel, because you're so constantly focused on how you feel right now, you know, that it ends up crippling you, and you based on how you feel at a particular moment in time. And then the introspection, productive for you, and you actually see your mistakes, but how are you going to fix them? I mean, there's nothing wrong with seeing your mistakes, people. Nothing wrong at all with ukubona okay, job, I got brazo flopile la. Yeah, it happens. Umuntu me. Mina nyanga job ngumtokozo lo. Stol. Umuntu shame. My flopile again there. But it's a problem if I'm going to use my flops to further condemn me, and then ukuthi ngiwashintsha. Ngigcine ngibhukuda kuwo wonke ama flop ami, ngisaphumi ke mina sekumnandi ukuhlala ama flop ami lo ngicomplaina ngawo, you know. So there's a difference between the two, and there are ways whereby you can use introspection in a manner that will actually benefit you rather than hurt you, you know. So I suppose in this moment in time, please, make room. See, phuza amanzi. Make room. Isha Tim phuza amanzi. Tim phuza amanzi, make room. Phuza amanzi, so mina ngithenga senza manje. Ngizonishana ngoma 1-2 nyana. Mangibuya siqhubela sigcine khona, talking about self-introspection, talking about you know, the type of questions you want to ask so that you can do it right. You know, do it in a manner that will help you rather in a manner that will hurt you. I can see the messages are coming in. I like that. Gyang Jablisa Loko. I'll be reading them shortly after these tunes. Nyana tina sopuma manje swalalele sonke lana while siphuza amanzi. So asiphuza amanzi, sijobe yantanda. I'll be back shortly after these tunes, people. Abseko bunzima. Jesus is the Lord.
Simaga de baba wena wow God sikhetha wena hey silaphele wena njengendluzela
Sitela konke
shall rise above.
Great power you have, it has no end. Dominion is yours above all things. Authority is in your name. Mighty you are.
Do you hear it? Do you hear it? Whatever you need, receive revival, receive miracles, receive signs, receive. Can you hear it? Falling down, it's falling down. Yeah, it's open. Ooh, yeah. All you gotta do is shout, receive. Yeah.
Now tell somebody, say he'll make everything all right. I'm ready, A-Rod. Let's have some fun. Yeah, clap your hands. Come on. Yeah, y'all ain't clapping. Y'all tired. Come on. Hey, say that. He'll make everything.
He'll make everything alright. He'll make everything alright. He'll make everything alright. He'll make everything alright.
Say,
He'll make everything alright. He'll make everything alright. He'll make everything alright.
he will.
He'll make everything
Clap
alright.
your hands.
up, people? You are back live on the Make Room Midday Show, giving you dope music. I will never again give you bad music. That is never gonna happen. Never gonna happen. You guys are back live here on the Make Room Midday Show. Until my producer on that other side, you know, I be doing these things. Job and I be doing the things. So I'm a very fortunate little being, you know. So we're having a great time here. Today's topic, you know, self-reflection. It's a very important running, especially since it's Monday, you know. So it's extremely important to start the week well prepared mentally, you know, to not just run into the week last week, you know. That's why you have weekend, and that's why you have a Sunday. You know, Sundays are good for that. Retail, recoil, we see kitchen. So, you know, it's extremely important, and I'm glad to know I'm not the only one who thinks so. I have a couple of comments in Lana on Facebook. Like I said, people, if you want to call me, you can call me on 034 314 1033. That is 034 314 1033. You can WhatsApp me on 068 555 1747. 068 555 1747. If ever gune WhatsApp, you'd like to throw it in and keep me in the loop regarding this whole self-reflection thing. What type of questions do you ask yourself? You know, it's very important. That is very important to know when regarding such a topic. Or if you just want to say hi, you just want to tell me, hey, feel free to do so. Kind of stress there. It's nice knowing who exactly are you talking to. Uba number 1 by 1 by 1 by 1. It kind of helps have a more personal experience with your listeners, you know. So I enjoy having that personally. Hey, keeping up no break time on my no, it's alright. Otherwise, Millicent says hi. Millicent Mapalala says hi. So I say hi back. Hey, what up? How you doing? Huh? As I put up the young class, I got how you doing, huh? Yeah. Hi. They say, oh, Makosini Nkosi. Actually, I really like what Makosini Nkosi has to say. He's adding on to the topic of self-reflection. And what is Chobe? I have this quote for self-reflection. It's a quote. Self-reflection entails asking yourself questions about your values, assessing your strengths and failures, asking about your perceptions and interactions with others, and imagining where you want to take your life in the future. That is Robert L. Rosen. Utige, I find this very helpful in directing our path of life. Makosini Nkosi. Aw, my dad. Aw, ngiyabonga mina Makosini Nkosi. Ngiyabonga baba. Thank you for, you know, telling us such a quote. It's actually, I think it's an amazing quote, to be honest. Ibalulekile, because when it comes to reflecting, one of the most important aspects of kumele uwabheke when you're self-reflecting is you have to try by all means to be unbiased. You need to be as unbiased as possible. Now, kuba biased kuqonda ukuthini? Kumele uzame ngayo yonke indlela ungazivikeli makhuluma. Ube neutral, basho njalo. Bathi mawenza self-reflection kubaleka kakhulu ukuthi ube neutral. Uma neutral uzokwazi ukubona ama-flop akho without ukuzama ukuzidefend. Uthi hayi, kanje. Ubona no, la ngiflopile la ndimini. Kuba lula ukwenza leyo nto leyo if uzozitreata njenge third person. Wenze ngathi wena umeduze kwakho and uyazibheka ukuthi wenze kanjani. Yabo. Mawubheka iviki lakhe lidlule. Okay, asithi yabo njengamanje Monday and wenze reflection yakho. Mhlambe sithi uyenze ngayizolo Sunday or yenze namhlanje kuseni before uqala usuku lakho. Okay, yazi iviki lambe kanje. Ubhekene nezinkinga ekanje. Kule inkinga lezi ekanje ezami sidalwe yimi. This was my own doing. These were my own problems. Ngine assignment engayihandinanga last week or ngihandine late and ngiyazi ukuthi ama marks are not as good as I could have done. I can tell ukuthi I could have done better the assignment. but I didn't, and this was a problem edalwe mina. Why? Because I actually did not manage my time properly. That is my own doing. Yabo. You can be very is it subjective or objective? I always mix the two, mina, personally. Sorry about that. But you can be very honest with yourself, and you can be able to call yourself out. So you busy nje ucela hayi awenza kahle la job uweke lo. Ungablame teacher, ungablame ubukhulu be-subject. Yabo, as far as school is concerned, ukwazi ukuthi hayi bekuyimila. Ngiyabona. Yabo. Ubona so lana ke I really did my best. I gave me enough time. So I had a different problem la. I actually thought I understand, but I don't. So what caused this problem, and how can I fix this problem? Yabo, you can be very honest with yourself instead of just saying, tish, pume kulmen. Yabo. Because when you do that, then you have nothing to learn. All you do is you just blame someone else. And when you blame someone else, you learn nothing. I think personally that's the one thing that annoys me the most, when people just blame one another. You know, when people just blame one another, it doesn't help anyone. It will never help women when they just blame men for everything. It will never help men when they just blame women for everything. It will never help black people if they just blame white people for everything. It will never help. It will never help you as an individual. As a child, it would never help you if you just blame your parents for everything. You know, my parents didn't do this, they never did that, they never did this, they never did that. That will never help you, because now you've taken all the power that you could possibly have to change the situation, and you just handed it over to white people. You just handed it over to the opposite gender. You just handed it over to women as a man, and you handed it over to men as a woman. You know, and in doing so, I was sizanga at all in the process. You just blamed someone else. And you know, yabona, it's always good to try and take as much of, I don't want to say blame, but it's always good to see how much of whatever happened that you don't like was your fault. Why? Because you're able to fix it. You're able to say, okay, kwenze ku A no B no C. Okay, I don't like ukuthi kukanje between I don't know, I like the example right now. But you know, whatever the example may be, you know, or I don't like the way the relationship I have between me and my parents. Fine, they have their wrongs, but come to think of it, I could have done A and B and C better. So you know what? Let me forget about their flops. Let me focus on mine. Let me fix my flops. Let me do A, B, and C better. And then you focus on those and you do those better. Yeah, but when you do that, you're actually taking away all the power that they could still have over you. Not even they per se. Maybe I see even born, you know. And deception. Yeah, it's a deception. And the greatest way he wins is if there is inactivity. You know, as soon as going to deception, Satan, it only works best when there is no activity Tina we then do afterwards. It's just like it's my parents' fault, pumelap. Or it's the child's fault. It's the kid. And then you as a parent, you don't learn anything in the process. You know, you don't find new and inventive ways to deal with the problem. Neither does the child. As men, you will never find new and inventive ways to deal with the problems that are faced by, you know, all of the gender issues going on. And as women, the same will go as well. If we don't want to see what can I do better as an individual. And that goes for both men, both women, all races. It goes for all young people, old people. It goes for everyone in any sphere of life that you're in. It works best if you can find what you can do better. Why? Because every time you do that, then you grant yourself the opportunity to develop, the opportunity to grow. You know, when you blame someone else, you angeke ukhule kholiswa ukhuleni khulana ngoba all you did was blame someone else in the process. Then that means ayikho into ezoyifunda. There's nothing to learn in the process. There's nothing to learn. It's okay, I can better educate myself ngokwalomkhakha ngokwenza kanje or ngokwenza kanje. You know, finding new and inventive and smart ways to deal with a problem. That will never happen. It will never occur because it's always someone else to you. You know, it's always someone else to you. That will never really help you in any way, you know. So I really like all of those. In fact, I like what Umakosini said there. You know, it really helps a lot to be able to be, you know. Actually, I think I was digging in my notes already. You know, try by all means to be honest with yourself. You know, ungazama ukuzidefenda, ungazama ukuzi, but first state all the issues obhekene nayo. Now, A, B, C, D, and E. Yabo. Ube third person. Khona le technique engayifunda ngisafunda esikoleni ba. Babebiza empty chair technique, whereby you'll sit and then opposite you kuhleli isitulo empty, and you would imagine ukuthi uwe lo hleli lapho. Yabo. Bona in school it was a business theory. It was okay, let's say you're going to practice your business, or you're trying to ask all the questions you feel people will ask. So uzohlalisa umuntu, an imaginary person opposite you, and then uzombuza imbuzo, and then you think of all the answers when. Yeah, you do the exact same thing when introspection. Mhlawumbe uzwa ngathi ufuna increase kahle imagination. Yeah, thatha isitulo usibeke eduze, usibeke phambi kwakho esingenamuntu, and just imagine uhleli lapho. If you like, even close your eyes, open your eyes and have the picture of what's in front of you, the empty chair, the environment and everything. Then close your eyes and imagine yourself sitting there, and then ask yourself questions. Ask yourselves questions as a third person. It's okay, job kudaleni kube nje la. Pendule bese uyazibuza ukuthi, but yabo uzibuza yonke imibuzo kumele uyibuze, uzibuza yonke imibuzo, specifically imibuzo ezokutshengisa ukuthi uyazidefenda yini, or is that really a valid reason, so that you can work towards achieving a valid response for that problem obhekene nayo. Yabo ukwazi number one address uthi job ngiyakuzwa ne, but emaqinisweni ke manje ayi useyayigoqa qhawe kahle. This was not really their fault. Useyabalisa. Yabo la bras uyabhalisa ke la bras. Yabo. If you know that, then uyakwazi ukubuya uhlale phansi and be factual with yourself. Ube honest with yourself and be real with yourself. It's okay. La ngoba lento ahlahle idala ukuthi should beke ubuvili bongibambile lapho. Okay, so I need to work on that. It's okay, mangifika lapho. Next time ngizongathi ngikhathele. Angimane ngiphatha umphawu ngoba ngiyabona ngiyakhathala bese ngenza into engekho. So angimane ngiphatha umphawu next time. Ngiphatha ukudla. Ngoba ngilambile ngenza ubuzizisi. Sounds like a joke, but it's serious. It's a serious conversation to have. It's okay. Yabo uyakwazi ukuba serious with yourself. It's okay. This is where I flopped. Where did my time go? Job, where did your time go? Huh? If you pelile and butozo into A, B, and C, and you've done none of them. Why? Ay manje A, B, C, D, kanje. Uzitshele wena, mawuzitshela wena phinda ubuye uhlale phansi usayibuza, okay. Yeah, inhle ayikho into engishoyo. Yazi ngiyayigoqa. Oh yes, qiniso bengenza A, B, C, and D, but yimi usoyibeke lapho. I volunteered for this. Or ngiyoze kwenzeke kanje ngoba mina ngenze kanje. So okay, next time kuze ngiavoid le flop le. Angenze kanje. Yabo? It's very important ukuthi ungazama ukuzidefend amawenza lezi zinto kanje, but to be actually honest with yourself. The more honest you are with yourself, you know why reflection is also so important. If you do it right and you're able to call yourself out on all your flops, manje job. Yabo lento yakusiza personally mawenza ama introspection regarding business or regarding career. Let's put it career wise. Regarding career, so that could be business, it could be job, it could be an aspiration you wish to achieve. You can use it there, or you can also use it in relationships. Oh, it's okay, job. Let's reflect here. Over the past week, how are your relationships going? And what is the cause of them going this way? They're going good. Okay, that's dope. That between who? Between me and my mom, it's really going great. Why? Because of A, B, C, D. You know, the honesty I have between me and her is just amazing. It's on another level. Okay, dope. And then between you and your friends, this is challenge up. Why? Nah, you know, when it dishonest corner. Dishonest corner kanjani, Joe. Okay, fine. Your friend handled it this way. Went to A, B, C, and D. How did you handle the situation? Is this really the best way you could have handled this situation? Then you sit back and you're like, yes, there was a better way. I wasn't honest. I actually didn't really say the whole truth. And come to think of it, okay. So how do I avoid this in the future? Have an honest conversation regarding relationships. It's okay between me and Uspanban. Oh, you're right. And this is the reason. Okay, so le ihlangane because of A, B, C, and D. So if can I apply this lang over lang yabonza kuhlangane and I don't know why. I just want to double check it's not my fault. Oh, it's really not. Okay. Oh, it really is. I can fix A, I can fix C, and yambona no F uyaxuka kancane. So asimlungise na. Yabo? So you did it in relationships. You can do it. I mean, you can do it in career. So you can also do it in relationships. And be honest with yourself. La. Mara nami unreasonable. Anything ifuna manje la ayikho nje. Ayikho. Oh fine ikhona but am I willing to give le nto engithi umuntu akanginike yona? Yeah. Wazi ukuba honest with yourself to be like, okay, ngiyakuzwa ukuthi ufuna A, B, C, D wena job kusibani or from your girlfriend or from your I don't know whoever. When would you be willing to give the same? Uhlala ngithi wena uhleli nayi empty chair duze kwakhe and you imagining or opposite you and you imagining yourself sitting there and be honest with yourself. Yeah, I could do A, B, C, and D. Okay, then what would stop her? Then uhlale phansi ubheka ukuthi kuno A, B, C, D. Wena how would you have handled lezi mabhekene nazo la A, B, C? Why it helps you gain insight, not just to yourself but to your surrounding. And not just to your surrounding but the people in your surrounding. And the more insight you have to yourself, your surrounding, the people in your surrounding, and your vision. Your vision is extremely important. In fact, it's the first one. Because it's the one that dictates you, it dictates your surrounding, and it dictates the people in your surrounding. So your vision is arguably the most important. As per usual. You know. Now, you beg, we shazi, we beg se pants, we beg se pezul. Uyibuke ngamacele uyiqhamukele ngehlelo lodwa elivuliwe nelinye elivaliwe uyibuke uyihlazi ibone so why ikanje what does this mean for my relationships? Am I doing this right here? You know, one of the major stumbling blocks we have in this generation is relationships. It's a major stumbling block. We just don't trust each other. And it's not just at a relationship level, like romantic relationship level. Even as friends, we don't trust our friends, we don't trust our families, we don't trust no one. We trust no one whatsoever. And as a result, but to add on it, we ill-treat each other. It's become a norm, and hence that's the reason I believe why we can't even trust one another. It's become a norm rather than befriending each other. It's become a norm to use one another, you know. And it's one of the things we need to introspect. So it's okay, am I friends with you? Because why are we friends exactly? Fine, vision brought us together, and yes, that is extremely important. You should have friends that are of similar vision. And by similar vision, it doesn't have to be Nobabin from Bautogotela, but it means that Nobabili, you are aiming high, your languages are the same, and you know, you have a lot in common in that aspect. So when one falters, Usikhuluma indaba zokuthi ngathi ngizohlupheka nje mina umngane akhe athi angiyazi ngento ekhuluma manje ungangifaka ndizihlupheka wedwa brazo ngizokupha imali hey naw sheshe ubonza ngikhulume kabi. Let me fix that real quick. That is extremely important, but at the same time we must not forget our humanity when we're with people. No, do they make you laugh? Small things like that, do they make you laugh? How do you feel when you're around these people? Huh? Are you yourself? You know, there's a bunch of questions I have in front of me right now. A bunch of questions. I think I have about 70 questions that you can ask yourself. I found them online. And obviously some of them you want to tweak them so that they work with you personally, at a personal level. You know, questions like, am I using my time wisely? You know, these are daily questions you can ask yourself on a daily basis. Am I using my time wisely? Am I taking anything for granted? Am I employing healthy perspectives to my life? Healthy perspectives. You know how healthy or how important healthy perspectives are? Healthy perspectives, they are pivotal. They are one of the most important things in Pilano Muntu. Why? Because a perspective will dictate whether iyakujabulisa into ebonayo or iyakukwatisa. Akusiyona ezokujabulisa or ezokukwatisa. But the perspective is ukujabulisa or ezokukwatisa. You want an example? Notice how when a woman buys something for a man, kuba ngazathi but when a man buys something for a woman, it's hey, why? It's perspective. Akusi imoto lesuke ithengiwe. Akusi ukudla lokho sisuke sikodile. Akuhluki ngoba nakho khokho omunye ngoba nakho khokho. Why? But it's perspectives. Perspectives are important. So are you using healthy perspectives in your life, in your relationships? Or yonke into enzakalayo, is it always someone else's fault before it's your own? That's not a healthy perspective. Why? Because then everyone around you has to grow except for you. Kahle usho njalo. Uthi wonke umuntu oseduze kwakho wena kumele akhule ngaphandle kwakho. Mawukuthi wena uthi wonke omunye umuntu wrong ngaphandle kwakho. Kahle uthi wena wonke omunye umuntu kumele akhule ngaphandle kwakho. Wedwa owazalwa nekhanda elazi konke. Wonke omunye umuntu namele afunde ngaphandle kwakhe, yabo? So i-perspective yakhe iba unhealthy. It taints your friendships. Your friendships become strained. Because as soon as wena kuna something wrong phakathi kwami nawe kusho him before it's you. Mina nginankinga yokuyibheka ukuthi yazi wena kodwa ufuna ukuyibheka, yabo? Or it's the opposite. So mina ngifuna nje ukuyibheka. It's always everybody else ngaphandle kwami. But when it's you, it's, yabo, when uyakwazi uqala uyibheke eqala ukuthi no, but I could have done A, B, C, D better. So when you have this healthy perspective, and it draws people to you. It draws people to you because even noma educate abanye ukuthi hayi wena brazo, umoya wakho uyazwakala ukuthi hayi ngoba ungiblame but uyangisiza. People underestimate izinto ekanjalo. Just a healthy perspective. So are you employing healthy perspectives in your relationship? Or in your business? Healthy perspectives, or in everything you do basically. So you can ask these questions like on a daily basis. Am I living true to myself? So who is yourself? That's probably one of the questions you'd like to ask. What does you like? What do you like? What does yourself like? Yeah, I'm going to ask them in all the correct and incorrect ways. What does yourself like? What do you like? Ask these questions every day. Do you still like Pelepel? Nah, I'm actually more into sweet stuff nowadays. Okay, that's cool. You know, keeping up with the Kardashians, that's dope, but keep up with yourself as well. Keep up with yourself as well. Know you. Keep yourself informed about you. You know, are you living true to yourself? Because that's how you really find yourself. Okay, yes, number one, the more you read about God is the more you're going to realize yourself. Like all your qualities that you have, just how deep your strengths go, and just how dangerous certain weaknesses can be if ignored and untrained. That is important. But another aspect is also understanding that God created each and every person different. So what makes you different to the person next to you? So are you living true to yourself? What makes you different to the person next to you? You could be twins, but you guys will not like everything. I'm more into this. I'm more into this. Yes. So are you living true to yourself? If you're musically based, are you living true to that side of you? If you're a good cook, are you living true to that side of you? Are you just ignoring it? If you're a daredevil, are you living true to yourself? I mean, obviously keeping yourself safe, but are you living true to yourself? If you like going outdoors, are you living true to yourself? Office and look ya pile up when you're not going out and living true to yourself, you know. Ask these questions every single day. Am I waking up in the morning ready to take on the day? Am I ready for the day? Am I thinking negative thoughts before I fall asleep? You know, I had a negative thought before I slept today, and in fact, today morning I woke up and being cool. Like, no, I'm not doing that again. That was a bad mistake. You know. Umulale uzizwa ngathi ufuna ukudajukela. Yazi nabafethu ngiyazi. Sometimes unokuzizwa ngathi ukhalela nje ukudabukela. Yeah, and mawubulala uzizwa ngathi ukhalela ukudabukela. Uzophupha unesizathu sokudabukela. Meaning uzovuka ungathi udabukela. Ayawazi wena. Amaphupho, they really do go hand in hand with the thoughts that you have before you fall asleep. And then those thoughts actually affect your tomorrow. You know, Tina, we like separating the days. You know, you're actually living one long day. I mean, I like looking at it that way. Which you are living one very, very long day. not 365 days in a year, but one very long day. That means if you're gonna die at the age of 105, that means you had one long day. You lived for one day. Why do I like putting it that way? Because everything is connected. Ubtongo bako is connected to the day ahead of you, and it's also connected to the day before you. Everything that happens is connected to the thing before it, around it, in front of it. It's all connected. It's all this big knot. Artistic. And if you can work those properly, they will benefit you. They will benefit you. You know? Am I putting enough effort into my relationships? Or does it always have to be the person next to me? Ask these uncomfortable questions. Because lo seduze kwakho noma ngawabuza yena azosiza yena ayiwena. I can tell you that now. Azosiza yena, azomsiza yena. Even if good results ekutheni nihlukane njengabangani, nihlukane njenge couple, you know, at the end of the day yena uphume na something to learn. Uphume ethe okay fine, ngiflopheka A B and C, but I learned EFG. So I can apply EFG into the next one. Yabo. When uphumanga ufundanga nix, uphume nje ufunda ukuthi there are haters out there. You need to stay woke, keep yourself fresh. You know, don't ever trust a nigga. Hey, people come up with these weird sayings. Say ngiyangikhathaza kodwa angasho niyangstrength man niyangstrength. Yo, you come up with these weird sayings. Don't ever trust a nigga. You know, don't ever trust friends. Friends only love you if you love them. And I'm thinking, what? What are you saying? What do you mean people only love you if you love them? It kind of goes both ways, doesn't it? When you know, people come up with all these fancy things. They're trying to be smart. Baheads and understand why. Their own lessons. You know, so even if when lessons, then what? They'll help him or her. They won't help you. When you need to learn your own, you need to take time and actually ask yourself uncomfortable questions. Did I really give this the best effort? Did I really take on this project the best way I could have? If not, then why? Do I have the necessary resources? If not, where can I get them? Is this the only way? Why wouldn't I use this way? Yaba? Am I achieving the goals I set out for myself? For the day, for the week, for the month, for the year, for my life? Am I succeeding in all of these goals? Am I participating in achieving my goals? Am I just a bystander who's always wishing to get goals done, but is never really actively pursuing them? Am I taking care of myself physically? Who am I really? What excites me most about my future? What excites me most? Future ngizwe ngizwe njengathi kuse ziyaw. Is there anything? If not, why? There's no way you should not have anything that excites you. And if you think that's the case and you're comfortable with it, hey, then you need to fix your life, chief. You cannot live like that. That is not okay. That is not alright. Am I holding on to something I need to let go of? See, very uncomfortable question, that one. Am I holding on to something I shouldn't have anymore? It could be money. It could be an asset. It could be a relationship. It could be clothes even. It goes on and on. And it could be a perspective, a certain perspective of life. Those are things you also have to let go of one day as well. Why? Because you need to make way for new and improved versions. If only there's the updates. So you need to you read books, you watch movies, you participate in life. As you participate in life, you start realizing certain things. So do you let go of old perspectives because or do you just hold on to them? No man succeeds, and then they keep on dragging you down, they keep pulling you back. You know, even after you've seen good, no, actually, it flawed. And I need to fix this software. I need to fix this. I mean, can you imagine how long phone companies have been around for? But even till today, they have bug fixes, bug issues. They tell you that this new software upgrade, it fixes certain bug issues. Why? Because they understand the concept of good things are always developing. Software is always developing. Why? Because the humans who develop software, they are always developing. So it's humans that are developing. Abantu per se, it's humans. Yaba? So humans evolve. So now are you holding on to certain perspectives that you shouldn't be holding on to anymore? These are all the questions you should be asking yourself. And there are so many more questions, but I suppose for now, you make room iphuza amanzi. So when I phuza amanzi, nan corner and phuza amanzi, then mangibuya probably I'll give you 1, 2, I don't know. You know what? Nzobon. 1 2 song, then mangibuya. I'll be hitting the closing segments. You know, singing valang then so be access yeah, but for now you can call me on 034-314-1033 if you got a question or you'd like to comment or you just want to say hi or you want to communicate with me in any way. You can WhatsApp me on 068-555-1747 068-555-1747 yeah, when about my voice note bangena lapa about my in the text messages ungena khona lapha. I'm live on Facebook Absekunzema Christian Radio 100.3 FM. Drop your comments there and watch me live. I'm also live on YouTube AUR 100.3 FM Revolution. I'm there as well. You can drop down or you can actually go see us live there as well. You can drop your comment there as well. Do as you please. I'll be seeing you guys shortly after these tunes. I love y'all. I'll be back soon.
Useme
Jesu konke kuyindiva nje kodwa uthando lwakhe lumi solo namhlanje bo thatha konke kino Jesu konke kuyindiva nje kodwa uthando lwakhe lumi solo namhlanje bo
part one more time. Let's go. Come on.
back live here on the Make Room Midday Show, giving you dope music, giving you dope content, giving you dope everything. You know, this is the Make Room Midday Show, and I'm Sekumzima Christian Community Radio, 100.3 FM. Hot Japan Privation really does bow its knees. You know, we teach you the processes to make it do so. You know, and self-reflection is one of them, which coincidentally happens to be today's topic. You know, so obviously I've reached the closing segments of the show. I don't really have much more time to add except for just, you know, to emphasize the importance of all the things that we've mentioned here today. Thankfully it was a more interactive session, so other people mentioned their own, you know, stories as well of why self-reflection is so important. And you know, I don't think it's something that even requires an argument, but it's just a matter of acting on it. Okay, these are the ways in which I can do self-reflection. You know, so now we're at a point where you need to practicalize all of this information. You know, so we think 50,000 thoughts a day, give or take, plus minus. And of those 50,000, more than half of them are negative. You know, just to correct that statement earlier on. More than half of them are negative, especially to the untrained mind. And so that's why realigning and self-reflection is so important, because then you use it as a tool to kind of realign yourself to think more positively. You know, because when you do so, then you will afford yourself the opportunity to grow, afford yourself the opportunity to develop, to evolve, you know, into the person that you need to be, so that you can succeed in just about every, you know, area of your life. Period. Really, you know. So, you know, you just have to be practical about it. You know, for more information, you can always go into YouTube and, you know, just go out, go up and down and check how do other people do it. And then obviously please read your word. I like to call that my manual. It's a manual. So go there and find okay, how did other people do it? You know, successful individuals that worked very close to Nkulunkulu. How did they do it right? You know, well, now there are so many affirmations. If you go to David has so many affirmations. You know, so go to all these people who are in line with the type of person you want to be. You know, David was a king. If you like being a king and you like all the qualities that kings have, the ability to be wise, Solomon was a very wise king. You know, and why in indlela zakhe zokucabanga, imperfections and all. Now. So what are the things that you can take away from someone like Solomon? Okay, I want to be king too in my own life. So how can I look at A, B, C, D, E, F, G to help me? You know, so naloko to some degree is also self-reflection, self-introspection. Check do I have those qualities? Which qualities in me do I still need to develop so that I can become the person I want to be, so that I can have the things that I feel I deserve to have? You know, self-reflection iyasiza nalapho ukwazi nokuzibona ukuthi azike la and like ngi-acting ngale ndlela engi-acting ngayo la because I actually don't feel like I deserve this, so I need to fix that. I deserve having A, B, C, and D. I deserve your store and just look at a beautiful car, and I deserve being noticed as a potential buyer. Because how do you know I'm not? You know, as far as I know, I am. So you deserve that. So I could not install if you did that, then that's okay. It's fine. You go back, you sit down, and you're like, okay, self-introspection. So fast, quick in a hurry, so. Then you can check. No, actually, in honesty, I was afraid. You know, I fear. So now I need to strengthen my liver. I need to strengthen this bin sam. Now my verse I'm about to talk about strengthening his bin sam. I shall have courage. I shall have A, B, C, D, E, F, G. I have dominion. Yabo. Compile and read them every single day. Confess them every single time. Next time out, the same store, a different store. It's fine. Feed yourself again. You do your self-introspection, you stand up and you go again, you try again. it's important. It's extremely important. And once you're able to use all the different parts of your life kanjalo interchangeably, then you'll be able to have a full life. Be like ibe wholesome. You know, you won't just succeed here, but then when a challenge la, you'll be able to take the very same knowledge, apply it throughout, and throughout usborn to succeed in each and every area. Ngawan. Ibuka yonke ihlangana futhi and culminate into one kwayon. You know, whereby your career life, your relationship life, your life with God, all comes together with you. It all comes together with you, and it forms one as well. Everything comes together and you form this beautiful balance. You know, it's fine. You know what it looks like, and you stand up and you go toward it again. You know, that's very important. You know, and if you feel like you want to be a type of person who journals a lot, and you're trying to write a lot more, because I mean, that's extremely important. So if you want to learn yourself more and you want to participate more, then you can ask yourself certain questions. You know, like my favorite way to spend the day is so when favorite way to spend the day is working with charity, just for argument's sake. Favorite way to spend the day is just with music. You know, give me something new to learn, lapo, and I'm just always excited. You know, if I could talk to my teenage self, what's the one thing that I would say? The one thing I would say is so if when you could talk to your teenage self, if you're no longer a teenager, then you know, what would you tell your teenage self? What's the one advice you'd give? Like, I would tell myself A, B, C, and D. The two moments I'll never forget in my life are, describe them in detail, and what makes them so unforgettable. That's very important. You know, it's not the question per se, but the ability to be able to look into yourself so deeply. That's what's particularly important. It's not really the question. Fine, the question's dope. It's a good question. I like it. But it's the training behind that I like more than anything. The ability to be able to look into yourself so deeply and be honest with yourself. What really stood out when it came to that particular day or that particular event, ngekade bengithengela lokho kwakuyilokho, yazi ngiyakubona ukuthi ke fine wangisenga into ebizayo, but yazi indlela umama ngibuka ngayo le day nginika lento le, ngabona ukuthi beyond ukujabulela ukuthi unginika yona, ngabona ukujabulela ukuthi yena wakhona ukunginika lento, angimbuka ukuthi hey ujabulile. Yes, yabona ukuthi you're able to really sink deep ukuthi yazi it's not even about lento anymore. It's actually how I saw how it made that person feel. So nami, when I give someone something, ngifuna nami actually ukuba na that same look in my eye, that look of absolute marvel and beauty, not just to the person engimnikayo, but even to myself. Wow, ngaze ngakwenza lokho. Yabo, I just described the detail right there and then, first quick in a heart. Yeah. Yabo, so describe things like that for yourself. It will help you to be able to be more in tune with yourself, and not just feelings, because feelings are very unreliable, but with ubuwena bakho. You know, people are very quick to say this is who you are, this is who I am. Engakazi ahlale phansi ayibuza ukuthi ubani, engakazi ahlale phansi ayibuza ukuthi uphetheni, engakazi ahlale phansi ayibuza ukuthi yini emchazayo, engakazi ahlale phansi ayibuza ukuthi yini ayikhonayo, yini emjabulisayo, yini yabo, yini emkwatisayo, yini emenza A, yini emenza B, yabo. And then people are so quick to be like, this is who I am. Come on, I'm an introvert. I don't like talking to people. That's just who I am. I'm like, really? How do you know? Well, it's always how I've handled things. Like, oh, come on. Things evolve all the time, so why can't you? That's not who you are. That's just a trait that you grew up doing. That's not you. I'm a very mean person by nature. You know, emotions get the better of me. That's just who I am. Oh, come on. You're 18 and you're ready to sing cello. This is who I am. That's just how you grew up. That's just how you taught yourself to live. That's not who you are. That's not you. Come on. You know, so you need to spend time with yourself so that you can see things that are that have become habits and things that are you. You know what you is? Every time I hear a certain song, I get this feeling inside of me. That's just instinctively you. You can't Can't run away from that. You know, I just love to do aphians. Like I love walking in the park. Oh, I just love walking. That's you. Like yabona leyo nto le. Into you is something that is you. Like you know. As in, the more I go on, I just end up running in circles. There's so many questions you can ask yourself. You know, ningi. The word I'd love to use more often is, yabo. So many questions. Upale pants. Say yonke leyo nto. You know, the words I'd like to live by are. When you answer these type of questions, these are the type of questions that will truly dictate ukuthi umuntu onjani, ungubani. This is just who I am. I'm a mean person by nature, but mangibuza imbuzo kanje ngitshela ukuthi, you know, I just like to be happy. But then ngitshela ukuthi wena, this is just who I am. Who you are and who you want to be need to be the same person. Like they need to correspond with each other. If they don't correspond with each other, then you're ecosystem. Who you are and who you want to be should be in line. It should be on the same journey. Otherwise, you're ecosystem, you're biases. And more often than not, who you think you are right now is where you usually get it wrong. That's where people usually get it wrong. You know, they're so quick to judge themselves. Good people are very quick to judge themselves. You know, and you never really gave yourself the opportunity to really, you know, find yourself, find the best version of yourself. But there's so much questions and there's so much more I could talk about regarding, you know, self-reflection. Ningakulu, and honestly speaking, I'm out of time, so I'm gonna have to cut it short. But ngithanda kakhulu, guys, and thank you so much for listening to this amazing episode of Make Room Show. I'll be here same time, same place tomorrow, past 12 to 3. Otherwise, for now, mina ngizothi ciao. Bayangena abalandelayo. Afternoon drive izobe lana. Then there's a show happening after that as well. So you guys have a lot of good shows to look forward to, other than just mine. I know mine is awesome, but konenye futhi ezongena manje. So you know, feel free, stay in jail. Don't touch that dial and enjoy yourselves, you know, you guys. So have a wonderful rest of your day. So from me to you guys for now is ciao, man. Ciao. Bye bye. Until we meet again tomorrow.